Today, we are going to talk about motivation and 3 ways to improve it. If you are new here, my name is Sogol and I'm an associate marriage and family therapist here at Embracing You Therapy. One question I frequently get from clients, especially those who struggle with ADHD, depression, or anxiety, is if I have any suggestions for boosting motivation. Setting goals is a big step toward improving our life. Whether it is finding a job, earning a degree, or simply improving our physical health by going to the gym, doing regular exercise, or eating healthy. But let's face it, sometimes it is tough to stay on track, especially on days when we are just not feeling it. Even though most of us wish to make at least one change in our lives, it can be difficult to find the drive to get even started. Just remember, we all lose motivation from time to time. And we all have those days where our energy is low, or we go through times when we have to just put some of our goals aside for a little while. If you find yourself regularly battling with motivation, you might notice certain signs or behaviors. So let's go over some of these signs. Imagine this. You are trying to get some stuff done, but it feels like your concentration is taking a vacation. You start a task, take a million breaks, and somehow end up sidetracked by everything else around you. Procrastination also becomes your new best friend. You keep pushing every single task into the future. And oh boy, distractions. You start something, stop midway, and take ages to start again. It's like you're avoiding the work for some reason, even if you keep telling yourself that it is important to stay focused. And don't even get me started on the mood changes. You feel indifferent one moment, then ready explode to the next minute. And if someone dares to change your plans, it's like you need the perfect setting and situation to accomplish anything on your to-do list. But how can we boost our motivation? That's a question. We can start by talking about our feelings. When you find yourself feeling unmotivated, it is very common to start labeling yourself lazy or selfish. But these self-judgments don't do you any favors. In fact, they only make things worse and can force you to keep your problems to yourself or avoid talking or addressing the issues altogether. All these self-judgments do not make it easier to cope with your struggle. All they do is bully and shame you. So, you're asking me what's a better approach? It is very crucial to approach your lack of motivation with compassion and curiosity. Take a moment to unpack your experience and dig into what's causing your lack of motivation. You can ask yourself these questions. Has something changed recently? Are you getting enough sleep? Is something else draining your time and energy? Is there a bigger underlying issue looming over you? Also consider reaching out to friends or talk to family members for support, for encouragement, because you are not alone in facing motivational challenges, and others may have valuable tips to share. Collaborating with someone on different tasks isn't a sign of weakness. It's a way to give yourself an extra boost when needed. Remember, nobody achieves their life goals in isolation. You could also talking to a therapist if you are feeling overwhelmed. They are like your personal motivation detectives, helping you uncover where those issues are coming from and how they sneak into your daily life. Therapy is your judgment-free zone to explore feelings, patterns, and tools for building healthier habits and bouncing back when life throws curveballs. Another way to boost our motivation is to look at the thoughts behind our emotions. The way you think affects how you feel. So if you ever feel like you are lacking motivation, it is time to look at your self-talk. The things you tell yourself in your head. Sometimes you might not even realize you're having negative thoughts or you've been thinking this way for a very long time. It's like a habit. But how can we know when we are thinking negatively? Think about when and where these thoughts started. Did you grow up believing you had to be perfect at everything? When you set your goals, are they based on what you truly want, or what are you thinking of them as a fix for your own perceived flaws, shortcomings, or weaknesses? When you hit the bump on your way to accomplish those goals, what do you tell yourself? Do you tend to see things in black and white, like it's all or nothing? Or can you be more positive and proactive when things go sideways? Here is a tip. Sometimes it helps to step back and see the big picture. Look at how far you've come instead of stressing over every little hiccup. And if those big goals feels overwhelming, break them into smaller steps. Take it one step at a time. Also, the way you talk to yourself matters a lot. Try some affirmation like, I'm doing my best. I'm worthy of the things I want. This is not a race. I'm proud of myself for working on this project. If you tend to take every goal very seriously, you can try this affirmation. My goal is to enjoy the process. And the third way to increase your motivation is to make some changes. Earlier, I mentioned the way you think affects how you feel, but how you feel is connected to how you act. Basically, our actions and emotions goes hand in hand. Sometimes when we are stuck in negative thoughts, changing what we can do makes us feel better. So to change how you feel, you start by changing what you do. First come actions, then come feelings. Now think about your life. You might need to change your surroundings, your relationships, or your daily routines. When it comes to motivation, avoid drastic life changes. Small changes work the best. Focus what you can do today or this week, not the whole month. It's like going for a short walk after a dinner instead of committing to a year-long gym membership. Also remember to take breaks when tackling big tasks. Working non-stop for hours isn't the way to go. Take short breaks to stay focused. Some people use timers, like 50 minutes of work and 10 minutes of rest. These little breaks keep you fresh instead of burning out. So remember, changing your action can change your feelings. Small steps and breaks can lead to big improvement in your life. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. You can also visit our website for more information at embracingyouTherapy.com. Bye.